Welcome back to another installment of eweek with GPI. My name is Stacy Russell. I am the DIBS facilitator here at GPI, and I have with me today Greg Babino, and he's going to tell us a little bit about his world of engineering. Greg?
Sure. Thank you for having me. I work in the Babylon branch of GPI. I'm a civil engineer and I work on various projects going from mill and fills to road raises to any other assistance on basically any road and utilities that are required. And that includes drainage as well as ADA, ProAg, curb ramp design, sidewalks, you name it, anything civil related.
That sounds like a really wide range of things that you can get into and a lot of fun. Greg, so tell me, why did you want to become an engineer? Who or what inspired you to do that?
Well, when I was very young, my uncle is actually started his own construction company. So from a very young age, I saw all the trucks, and any young boy seeing all those cool trucks, I thought, all right, that sounds interesting. And as I got older, like many engineers, I thought I wanted to become an architect, and learning that those components of it. And as I looked into it a little bit further, I realized that the engineers, especially from a building perspective, architects make it look pretty, the engineers make sure it works. And that, before I went into college, sounded pretty interesting.
Well, I'll tell you what, we've done a couple of these, and it's been a recurring theme that your childhood and what you saw really influenced, your career path. So, can you tell me a little bit of what excites you about what you do?
Sure. I think it's the fact that most engineers, myself included, we're problem solvers. We enjoy the problem solving component, and every day is a different challenge. It doesn't come without its frustrations, but that's part of the fun in a way. Because if you're doing the same repetitive task over and over again, or same repetitive project, things can get a little boring. But in our field, even though you have the same type of project, there's different variables every time. So there's always going to be some different challenges that come up, and it just allows you to learn more from project to project.
That is very interesting. Thank you for sharing that. So, I'm going to ask you, what kind of encouragement would you give to a young adult that's not quite sure if they want to follow an engineering path?
Sure. I would say talk to as many people in the field as much as possible, because engineering in general is very broad, civil engineering as well. And you can talk to one individual that's working like myself, that's in the roadway or highway department, and we do a bunch of different various things. There's a lot to work on. But you can also then talk to somebody that's in a transportation department that does a whole slew of other options and other designs. And then you have the structural engineers or electrical engineers. So civil engineering in general is so broad, and there's so many avenues, no matter how niche or broad it can be. So talk to as many people as you can in the field, because just because you may not like what you hear from one person, you may, after that. And naturally, if you can have the opportunity to intern and get that exposure, you'll get a better understanding.
So inspiring. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts. So, thank you again for being with us, and we'll talk to you soon.
All right. Thank you very much. Have a good day.